Ultrasound fat cavitation treatments are so popular. At our med spa, the cavitation machines are used so much that we totally wear them out and happily replace them. They are money-making machines. It's no wonder that so many, and very likely you, want to jump on board and offer cavitation treatments. You'd be foolish not to. But we also know when you start your research to buy a cavitation machine, you find way too many choices. And then you discover that cavitation machines are not simply cavitation machines. They're cavitation plus machines. So how do you know what's right for you? What's the best cavitation machine? Well, in this episode, we're going to give you all the information you need so you can truly compare cavitation machines. And we're even going to give you our expert advice and tell you which cavitation machines we like the best. So, stay tuned.
You're listening to the Body Contouring Academy's Proven Profits podcast, where you'll learn simple, actionable strategies from real-world, successful body contouring professionals to help you generate more revenue, realize the profits you want, and create the life you desire. Hi, I'm Shannon.
And I'm Kay.
And we're your hosts of the Proven Profits podcast.
Hi there, body contouring professionals. Kay here. Shannon and I thank you for being here too. There is a whole lot of people who want fat reduction treatments. It's been that way for as long as we've been around, and we've been in the business a long time, since 2006. Back in the day, our first fat reduction machine was powered by radio frequency technology. And as more technologies were proven safe and effective for fat reduction, more machines were released and more treatments became available, and the more technologies we used. By the way, it was 2011 when fat cavitation treatments became available. And even though there's been tons of machines developed and released since those early days of body contouring, cavitation still reigns as one of the most popular fat reduction technologies. But here's the thing. When you're shopping for a machine, you can choose machines from the 3-in-1 all the way up to the 10-in-1 and the newest development, the S-Shape. That's actually a problem. It's information overload. There are so many cavitation machine options and so many factors you must use to evaluate each machine. So in this episode, we're going to break it down for you so you know how to evaluate these machines. And we're going to give you our advice. We'll narrow your choices down to the two we like the best, but for different reasons. That way, you'll have the information you need to decide what cavitation machine is best for you. So let's start first with a brief review of fat cavitation. Ultrasonic cavitation, ultrasound cavitation, or simply cavitation, is a non-invasive body contouring treatment that delivers low-energy ultrasound wave technology to destroy fat cells in a targeted treatment area. The destroyed fat cells are then eliminated from the body via the lymphatic system over a period of time. They're popular because they have so many upsides. No downtime, no pain, few to zero side effects, permanent fat loss. It can minimize cellulite, versatile treatment areas, budget-friendly with a flexible treatment schedule. In fact, it's been long referred to as the liposuction alternative because of its ability to produce such dramatic results. Now, that's a good review of information that you're probably already familiar with. Now let's move on to what you probably don't know. We'll break down cavitation machines and make some sense out of what you've been looking at in your research. So these are the things that you need to know about cavitation machines. First, it's important to note that most machines labeled as cavitation machines, well, they're way more than that. They're multi-technology platform machines. In other words, the cavitation machine platforms come equipped with cavitation, all right, but plus other complementary body contouring technologies, or at least that's how they started out. Now, the most common other technologies that are included in a cavitation machine are radio frequency technology, vacuum technology, lipolaser technology, and sometimes LED technology. Now, the higher priced and fancier and those bigger number cavitation machines, well, they may include other technologies like EMS, electroporation, microcurrent, and shockwave. Now, it's important to note that these additional technologies are primarily used for protocols and treatments to the face and not to the body. Now, cavitation machines have different technology combination handpieces. Have you seen handpieces that might combine ultrasound cavitation with RF, or vacuum with RF, or vacuum with LED? Different manufacturers combine different technologies, and this does cause a lot of confusion. Also, there's just so many. We've gone, like we said earlier, all the way from the 3-in-1, 4-in-1, 5-in-1, all the way up to 10-in-1, every number in between, and now we have the S-shape. And if you need more confusion, different manufacturers offer the same cavitation platforms, but give them different names, different brand names. And so they may have the same one, but it's a different name, and you're looking at two machines, but they're identical in what they house and what they deliver. But there is one thing that's consistent. Most cavitation machines are level 3 body contouring machines, which is perfect for the entry-level provider all the way up to the experienced pro. And if you're not familiar with the 3 levels of body contouring equipment, they're level 1, which is medical grade. You need a physician to purchase and operate. Level 2, which is paramedical grade, you're going to have to meet certain qualifying conditions to purchase and operate these machines. And then there's level 3, which is entry level. It's available to everyone. But that doesn't mean just entry-level providers use them. Even though we have doctors and nurses, we use level 3 machines in our med spa in Texas, including several 6-in-1 machines, cavitation machines. So now it's time to give you some advice on cavitation machines. And we're going to break all that down. Remember how we said we narrowed cavitation machines down to 2 choices. And that's what we're doing next. But before we get started, Shannon has a short message for us.
Ready to start your own body contouring business? Or add in-demand body contouring services to your current business? We've created online courses to make it easy, without a huge investment, time-consuming research, or taking dangerous risks. Our online certification courses lay out complete roadmaps for implementing the most popular and affordable body contouring devices on the market. Each course is complete with an explanation of technologies, method of action, step-by-step treatment protocols, downloadable forms, and more. After completing each course, you'll have the knowledge to deliver desired results and generate maximum revenue. Become a body contouring expert. Visit bodycontouringacademy.com, click on the certification courses from the menu, and discover the courses that can transform your business today.
As promised, our choices, the cavitation machines we think as the top 2 choices. But remember, for different reasons. And these two are the S-Shape Cavitation Machine. It's one of the newest cavitation machine platforms, and it does offer some unique benefits, but it comes with a much higher price point. And then the 6-in-1 cavitation machine. It's been the most popular, it's been the most purchased, and it's been the most utilized cavitation machine platform. It's proven effective with an affordable price point. Well, let's kick off our discussion with the newest of the cavitation machine platforms, the S-Shape Cavitation Machine. What is it? Well, it's a multi-technology platform that houses these technologies: ultrasound cavitation, radio frequency, lipolaser, vacuum, electromagnetic muscle stimulation, or EMS, and electroporation, or EL. Now, one very important distinction about the S-Shape machine, it is not intended exclusively for body contouring. It's intended for facial treatments as well. There are 4 handpieces. 2 of the 4 are for specifically the face. So those contain EMS technology and EL technology, and it's not for the body. Now let's take a look at 3 important differentiation factors in cavitation machines, and specifically what are they in the S-Shape machine. We're going to look at ultrasound wave frequency, we're going to look at power output, and we're going to look at cost. So as far as ultrasound wave frequency, the S-Shape cavitation machine delivers 30 kilowatts of power of cavitation. Now, because of that, it's reported by manufacturers to require fewer treatments because the 30 kilohertz ultrasound wavelength, which we're going to refer to this as 30K, reaches deeper than other cavitation machines that don't use 30K. And let's explain this. That statement, as far as 30K delivering different wavelengths, is correct. So here's how ultrasound wavelength frequency works. Cavitation machines are either 30K, 40K, or 80K. These numbers refer to the frequency of the sound waves that are emitted. The higher the number, the faster the speed of the sound waves delivered. But the lower the number, the deeper the penetration into the fat layer. So 30K is the lowest number. So power output. What is that for the S-Shape machine? Well, it has a cavitation handpiece with a high power output of 50 watts or 50 W. So according again to cavitation machine manufacturers, the higher the output of the power of the cavitation handpiece, the faster the fat reduction is going to happen. Now the S-Shape machines, again, that cavitation handpiece is powered by a high power of 50 W output. So what does all this equate to? Cost. We're looking at cost, a high price tag. The S-Shape cavitation machine, well, it costs more than 2 times as much as the 6-in-1 cavitation machine. The S-Shape comes with a price tag of $850. So that's the S-Shape. Now let's take a look to see if this cavitation machine might be right for you, and that's the 6-in-1 cavitation machine. What is it? Well, it's a multi-technology platform with ultrasound cavitation, radio frequency, lipolaser, and vacuum technology. Okay, so we know that. What about those 3 factors? The ultrasound wave frequency, the power output, and the cost. Well, on ultrasound wave frequency, the 6-in-1 cavitation machine delivers 40 kilohertz or 40K cavitation power. We can tell you from our own experience, with this machine, clients are typically going to need a minimum of 6 treatments. And according to manufacturer representations, remember, fewer treatments are needed with that S-Shape machine due to the difference between the 30K and the 40K frequencies. So that's something to consider. And then power output. The 6-in-1 cavitation machine has a cavitation handpiece with a lower cavitation power output of 20 W or 20 watts. And according to manufacturers, the lower power output from the cavitation handpiece, well, it may require more treatments than that powered by the 50 W to achieve desired results. So, how does all this come across in cost? Well, the 6-in-1 machine has a low price tag of $335, less than half the cost of the S-Shape cavitation machine. We use the 6-in-1 machine. But how should you decide if the S-Shape cavitation machine or the 6-in-1 cavitation machine is best for you? Okay. Should you choose the S-Shape cavitation machine, listen if this sounds like you. It's a great choice for experienced providers who have a couple of things. First of all, if you have a business or practice that provides you with the ability to charge a higher fee per treatment, which we think you'll need to do to cover the cost of the machine, and if you're a provider who places a high value on adding more face treatments to your business, because remember, it's kind of a half and half machine. Now, who should choose the 6-in-1 cavitation machine? Well, we think it's a perfect choice for many, for the beginner all the way up to the experienced provider who is looking for an affordable machine that's capable of delivering reliable results. Again, this is a machine we use in our med spa, and it's perfect for us because it delivers reliable results, and it's a treatment that we can offer at a price point that's affordable to most people. Curious about these machines? You can take a closer look at each of these machines because we have links to both of these machines in our show notes. And if you choose to buy one, or maybe you already own a cavitation machine, no matter which machine that you choose or you own, make sure you have the education, the training, and your certification to safely and effectively treat clients with your machine. Now, if you don't already know this, you can get it all in our Body Contouring 6-in-1 Masterclass online course, and you'll earn your body contouring certificate too. The course even covers radio frequency, RF skin tightening, lipo laser, and vacuum LED. If you want to know more about this course, you can find a link to the course details. We'll leave it in our show notes. Well, guys, we've covered a lot, and let's summarize. Cavitation treatments, they're in super high demand, but there's so many machine manufacturers that have answered and continue to answer that demand. They have created a plethora of machines, making it next to impossible to make a smart choice. So that's why we've stepped in to help. Based on our experience and our expertise as owners and operators of med spas over the years, well, we've narrowed down that field for you to 2 options: the S-Shape cavitation machine and the 6-in-1 cavitation machine. Well, both are great choices, but each is good for very specific reasons and therefore for very specific providers. And finally, no matter which machine you choose, be sure to get education, training, and certification so you can safely and effectively treat clients with your machine. Well, that's it for today. Until next time, beautiful wishes.
If you enjoyed the show, please find us on iTunes and leave us a review. Email us at bodycontouringacademy.com with any feedback, topic suggestions, or to offer to tell your body contouring success story. We love to hear success stories and learn about winning strategies. Visit bodycontouringacademy.com for tools, education, industry news, and cutting-edge articles. Thanks so much for listening, and have a great rest of your week.